Hello there, welcome and thank you for joining me on Facebook Live. Welcome to the very first Super Monday, and for those of you who is here for the first time, this is a series of support resources that we call BeWell COVID-19 free resources. Thank you for joining us on Facebook Live. So we're going to start in a few minutes. We just wait for some more people to come in, and in the meantime I'm going to introduce myself. I'm Joy Ling from Singapore. I'm a positive leadership coach. I use strengths development and positive psychology tools to support and empower leaders and entrepreneurs in their personal and their business growth, as well as support the growth and the engagement of their employees. So before I proceed further, I want you to grab a paper and pen now because we will need it later for an exercise. Okay, since we're going to be on Facebook Live so often, we're here on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, 4 p.m. and 9 p.m. GMT +8. I thought I'll share some fun fact with you so that you feel more comfortable with me. I used to have a Shih Tzu. There you have it. And her name is Sensual. Yes, you heard me right, her name is Sensual. So she was with me for 13 years before she gave in to her brain tumor. So I bought her for my dance studio because I wanted her to be my PR manager. So she was like my best friend, my family, and my teacher. So she was meant to be my PR manager because I wanted her to make the students comfortable the moment they step into the studio. Well, it worked like a dream. Well, basically she did her job very well. She basically outshined me, and it came a point where my students come into the studio calling her name instead of mine. So, oh well, what can I say? Sensual, she rocked. So do you also have a furry monster that is also very precious to you? If you have, comment. At any point on this Facebook Live, please feel free to comment, share your insights, and also let me know where you're from. Now I'm going to do a special shout out to Camilla. Thank you for joining us on our Self-Care Friday Facebook Live after interviewing me on your page. Camilla has a Being a Happy Mom page. If you want to check out my interview with her, go check out her page, Being a Happy Mom. And of course, also a very special shout out to Kevin Cheng for being the man behind the scenes. He's the one who makes this possible for us, supporting our learning journey as we be well together. So where are you watching this from? Comment so that I can get to know you better. Thanks for joining in, Catherine, and welcome, Lee. So let's recap. So I'm going to tell you what we're going to cover today. Firstly, we're going to recap the key learnings from our last Facebook Live on Friday, which is Self-Care Friday, where we talk about how to protect the health of our brains. We'll learn about the free resources that's available from this BeWell COVID-19 free well-being resource. We will learn about the upcoming Strongest Self in COVID-19 course that will be launched on the 12th of May. We'll check in on our feelings, let's make that a habit, and we'll learn about what are character strengths, what are prevalent strengths, why is it important for us to focus on our strengths, and how can understanding our character strengths change our lives, the signs of character, the signs of strengths, and a golden opportunity to take a scientific strengths assessment test worth US $20 for free. On top of it, we have a session to support you where you can learn how to interpret the strengths assessment that you have taken. So make sure you watch this Facebook Live right till the end. Thank you for joining, Kate. It's been a while. So this BeWell COVID-19 free well-being series is in support of the World Health Organization call to physical distancing and staying home. So stay home and stay in alignment with your well-being and be supported by our BeWell series. Embedded in this BeWell series is the gentle reminder to all of us that at the end of the day, we are in it together. Whatever that you are experiencing, we are all going through it together in one way or another. So we are doing this to support everybody's well-being in this pandemic, and this includes Facebook Live, a Strengths and Joy podcast Facebook group, We Are Healthy, Well and Connected Facebook page, a private Strengths and Joy podcast Facebook group that I mentioned earlier. We also have the Strengths and Joy podcast on Anchor FM, and it is also available on Spotify. And an upcoming free well-being online course. I will share a bit about each of these free resources that is available on our page. We Are Healthy, Well and Connected Facebook page. We will be sharing free resources that is given by individuals, groups and companies to support each other in this crisis. We will also share heartwarming stories about how humans are stepping up in our care and concern for our families, our communities and humanity. You are welcome to share these stories of love as well on this page. We are looking for more BeWell on Connect ambassadors who can share with us how they are taking care of their well-being and how they're using technology to stay connected with family and friends, and at the same time for their own self-development and growth. So please like our page, We Are Healthy, Well and Connected, and better still, be our ambassadors. We have a private Facebook group called the Strengths and Joy podcast group, and that is going to be officially open on the 20th of April. But you can join in already, be an early bird. As an early bird, you will get a free e-copy of my autobiography From Zero to Shakti, and you will stand a chance to win exclusive strengths coaching with me one-to-one. So join us and use this group as a safe space for you to share your struggles and the learnings that you have from our Facebook Lives and your inspired action from all the sharings that you have heard on Facebook Live. So search for Strengths and Joy podcast Facebook group. So Facebook Live is, we have it on every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, GMT +8, 4 p.m. and again on 9 p.m. On this page, Superpact with Joy Method page. The next Facebook Live will be on Wednesday, 15 April at 4 p.m. To support you further with this BeWell series, we have specific themes for Monday, Wednesday and Friday. BeWell Facebook Live has Super Mondays, which is today, where we share tips on how to develop your strengths and all things related to positive leadership using the Joy Method. The Joy Method is based on the latest finding in neuroscience, applied positive psychology and positive organizational psychology. So make your Mondays superpowered with me. In this pandemic, resilient is the name of the game. Apply science-based research findings into actionable strategies that you can use to become more resilient. And then transfer this crucial life skills to your families and to your employees to ensure that your families and your organizations possess the agility to bounce back from the stress that we are all experiencing from COVID-19 to continue to thrive. On Wednesday, we dive deep into each alphabet from the inspired acronym Humanity United. Let's be pandemic-proof together. On Facebook Live Friday, we have Self-Care Friday, and we will learn about the tools and the techniques that we can apply for ourselves when we feel stressed or under the weather. We will also be hearing from experts in mental care and to glean from their experience and their knowledge. Take responsibility for your own self-care and also those under your care. I'm really very excited with the launch of our upcoming course, Strongest Self in COVID-19, which is going to be launched on 12th of May. This is an 8 weeks course with weekly themes on strengths and well-being. We will teach you how to activate your superpower habits with your flying cape on. So it consists of what? Thank you, Doug, for joining in. Right, it looks so cool. So it consists of what I take clients through in a typical strengths development program, except that this is more weight Superpact, because for the very first time, to support everyone in this pandemic, we are combining strengths development with well-being tools. It's a superpowered 2-in-1 programs. If you find yourself feeling low more often than before, or if you're a parent that is struggling to maintain your own well-being while still remaining confident to take care of the well-being of your children, if you are a leader who is at a loss how to manage your employees' engagement and productivity with this new work from home environment, or if you are a leader who wants to lean further into your strengths and to have well-being strategies already in place so that you can fully concentrate on how to continue to thrive in this new business landscape, then this course is going to be exactly the training that will help you to maintain your well-being and your daily effectiveness for yourself and the people under your care. So Be Your Strongest Self course consists of practical research-based positive psychology content. It also has scientific skills for you to discover your strengths and to measure your current level of well-being. It has a one-to-one strengths coaching with me. It has a private Facebook group where you can learn and grow with a small group of like-minded individuals. It has weekly Facebook Live to follow up on the weekly focus area for strengths development, new habits formation, and well-being strategies. It has a mastermind group coaching course and a subscription site full of resources beyond the course for you to continue your learning and your flourishing after the 2 months training. The launch price is just going to be a fraction of the actual course fee for the very first batch of Strongest Self, because I want to get this started. I want to start empowering you with my attention. So it's going to be a small group because we want to maintain the quality of the course, and I want to make sure I have time and attention for each and every one of you in the group. So if you would like to be part of this first batch, email us at superpactasia@gmail.com. This course will start on the 12th of May. Now, the time to show up as your strongest self has never been more urgent. So I urge you to consider to join us. Okay, so now I'm going to summarize the last Facebook Live, which was Self-Care Friday, where we talk about how to take care of your brain health. Now, mindfulness is the ability to stay fully focused in the present, to be aware of what's going on around you, and not to be overly reactive or overwhelmed by it, and to be non-judgmental. The ways that you can increase your dopamine is to eat lots of protein, such as like soy, tofu, seeds, lean meat, eggs, dairy. Eat less saturated fats and consume probiotics. Make sure you have enough sleep, exercise often, listen to music, meditate, get enough sunlight, and consider taking some supplements. The ways that you can manage your online meeting while you stay balanced and connected is take some time to ground yourself before each meeting. Really greet and connect each person that shows up on your screen. If you're using Zoom, that make sure you select the speaker view, no multitasking, and make in-between breaks a priority, and be open to discovering this new space that we are in, this new space that is between presence and absence. So if you have missed the Facebook Live, the good news is you can still check it out. Check out the video on our YouTube channel, Superpact Joy Link. Remember to subscribe. So how is everyone feeling today? How are you feeling? It is important for us to be able to identify our feelings. The ability to label our feelings help us to have a check-in on our daily well-being and to notice if there is some needs that we should attend to. I've mentioned on previous Facebook Live about using a feeling wheel. You can easily Google it, save it for easy access on your phone, or better still, print it, put it on the fridge so that you can have a daily conversation with your family about how everyone is feeling. So for those of you who is not familiar with an emotion wheel, this is how it looks like. Okay, so drop a comment and share with me how you're feeling at the moment. Okay, so this is a great tool for us to increase our vocabulary about our emotions. This is something that we normally are not trained in our education. So the inner wheel circle is basically the words that is commonly used, but sometimes it is not accurate enough to express how we're feeling. Hence, you want to explore the outer circle as well. So the inner circle have basic words that we normally use to share our emotions, such as like fearful, angry, disgusted, sad, happy, surprised, bad. Well, I'm in a positive mood, so this would be the happy quadrant here. So I'm going to use this to take a look at how I'm feeling right now. I am feeling thankful because we have been doing this Facebook Live for several times by now. This is maybe the second week, and I'm feeling thankful for this privilege to be able to do the work that I do, for the training and education that I have that make this possible, and I really want to show up. I'm really thankful to even have the privilege and to have the technology and the resources to show up on Facebook Live for you. So I'm feeling thankful. What about you? How are you feeling? Comment and share. Okay, so even if you're not watching this live, it's okay. Please feel free to comment and fully participate. Okay, so welcome to Super Mondays, where we talk about superpowers, strengths development, and all things positive leadership. Have you checked out my flying cape yet? So just to show you, ta-da! So if you have a flying cape, wear it as well. Join me on every Monday. Now I want to talk to you about your positive qualities. What are you known for? Is it bravery, social intelligence, leadership? What kind of qualities come naturally to you? Teamwork, self-regulation, perhaps love of learning? Now, how would others describe you? Humorous, prudence, kind? Character strengths are the positive part of your personality that impact how you think, how you feel, and how you behave. Scientists have identified 24 character strengths that you have the capacity to express. Knowing and applying your highest character strength is the key to you being your best self. So I'm going to share with you what these 24 character strengths are. If you can, grab a paper and pen if you have not already, and write down those that you feel are your strengths as I read it out. And so grab your paper and pen now. I'm about to start. Don't overthink it. Use your gut feel. You can analyze it later. Ready? Here we go. Appreciation of beauty and excellence, spirituality, gratitude, hope, humor, teamwork, fairness, justice, love of learning, curiosity, judgment, creativity, perspective, love, kindness, social intelligence, bravery, persistent, honesty, zest, forgiveness, humility, prudence, and self-regulation. Which ones have you written down? Now take a good look at what you have written. Which one would you consider as your top 3 character strengths? Circle it. Okay, so here I'm going to show you a superpower booklet that I've created. This is what I've created for our character strengths development course called Super Me 1.0. And this is the 24 character strengths that I have just described. And so in this, which is what we use for our workshop, we have definitions of the character strengths, we have skills that people can self-assess, we have also tips and pointers for them how they can spark more of their superpowers. So we will be launching an online version, an online course of the same equivalent of Super Me 1.0, so stay tuned. When you know what are your best character traits, that is when you can improve life and thrive. And research has shown that using your character strengths can help you to improve relationships, improve health and overall well-being, buffer against, manage and overcome problems. Workers and employees who use 4 or more of their character strengths at work have more positive work experiences and report their work as a calling in life. We all have our distinct constellation of strengths. Character strengths are different from your other strengths, such as like your unique talents, abilities, interests, resources, because they reflect the real you, the you who you are at your core. Every individual possesses all the 24 character strengths in different degrees, giving each of us a unique character profile. So the science of strengths started in the early 2000s when scientists gathered to study character more scientifically. A total of 55 distinguished scientists joined the study over a span of several years. The result was the BeWell classifications of character strengths and virtue, a classification of positive traits in human beings. Since then, hundreds of peer-reviewed articles have been published across many cultures. Once the BeWell classification was complete, a groundbreaking personal strength test, the BeWell survey, was designed specifically to measure these 24 character strengths in individuals. Since then, over 10 million surveys have been taken around the world, and BeWell continues to fuel the advancement of character strength science through research, personalized profile, reports, books, and more. As shared by the chairman of BeWell, Dr. Neil Mayerson, he said, "In this time of great uncertainty, your character strength, the positive traits of your personality that impacts how you feel, how you think, and how you behave are also here to guide you. All you need is to tap on these strengths." So here are 4 research-based tips that he has shared that can help you to activate your character strength to uplift you and those around you. Firstly, create social connections. We are social beings at our core, so social isolation runs the risk of leading to psychological stress. While these physical measures are necessary for our health, we still need to find opportunities to stay connected. So try and apply your strengths of love and kindness to stay in contact with others, keeping in mind that hearing a voice and seeing a face can enhance connectedness beyond and above texting. Secondly, maintain healthy relationships. The flip side of social isolation is that many people will be isolated together, creating a false physical closeness that can cause distress. So for healthy relationships, we all need to regulate our closeness and distance between each other before reacting to someone's request for personal space. Try applying your strengths of social intelligence to consider their needs and emotions. Now more than ever, we can be more generous in offering ourselves allowances for time out from one another. Thirdly, try new hobbies. Many recreational activities like watching a movie, going to the concert, going to restaurants, and gym are currently restricted and are not options for us to relax and manage our strengths. Use your strength of creativity to help you think of alternate ways to continue to find enjoyment, exercise, and calm your body and mind. Or use your strength of curiosity to learn new things or try a new habit. Research have shown that learning something new is an effective way to manage stress. Fourthly, find the silver lining. Now is the time for hope that the virus will become reasonably contained and effective treatment for the illness and immunizations against it will come sooner than later. Character strengths are forged in the conjunt of stress and challenge and help us to get through difficult times. As we await better news, we can broaden our focus beyond the virus without diminishing its impact. Turn your strengths of perseverance and love of learning to work on projects that you may now have the time for. And don't set your aspirations aside. Try to keep forward progress where you can. So on this same track of tapping on your inner resources, you might want to check out 2 resources that we have about using your personal agency and self-efficacy to improve well-being. Firstly is the podcast episode about agency and efficacy that I have just published on our Strengths and Joy podcast. You can find it on Anchor FM and Spotify. Secondly, for tips about how to use the 1V and 4W method to increase efficacy and agency, you can check out the video on our YouTube channel, Superpact Joy Link. Be it character strengths or any other kind of strengths, a strength is much more than something you are good at or capable of doing well. It also gives you energy when you perform it. So being motivated and enjoying your activity is what leads to engaged individuals, teams, and organizations. Besides character strengths, we also possess other types of strengths. We are superheroes because we all possess a unique blend of superpowers. There is no one else like you. That is your superpower. We have talked about character strengths, so we are now going to dip a little into prevalent strengths, which I will elaborate more in the next Super Monday episode. So the Cambridge Dictionary defines prevalent as something that is existing very commonly or happening often. Hence, when we talk about prevalent strengths, we're talking about strengths that you perform well in, you are energized when you use it, and you also have the opportunity currently to use it often. In this strengths assessment that I specialize in, we go beyond prevalent strengths. Besides identifying your realized strengths, we also discover what are your learned behavior, what are your weaknesses, and what are your unrealized strengths. Now, I love this strengths assessments for many reasons. One is the fact that it has this gold mile where we can identify and tap on your untapped superpowers, your unrealized strength. Imagine what more you can do and be when you realize the superpowers that you have that is unknown and unrealized. It's exciting. The other reason is because this is the only scientific strengths assessment out there that even dare to talk about your weaknesses. So at this point, I am only speaking for myself and I'm not representing positive psychology. I'm a realist. I do not believe in sweeping things under the carpet. I do not believe in focusing only on your strengths if you have weaknesses that is negatively impacting your relationship and your effectiveness. To me, weaknesses is as real as strengths. So if your weaknesses are creating havoc in your life, you must address it. However, what kind of transformation is possible in your life if you address your weaknesses from the language and the lens of strengths? That will change the game. So I will dive deeper into this in the next Super Monday episode. So if you take a look at the banners behind me, you will see the strengths assessment tools that I used to empower my clients, the statistic that shows the benefits of using strengths based on Gallup's research, and some of the prevalent strengths that you might have. So now I have a special treat for you. How would you like to do a scientific strengths assessment worth US $20 for free before the next Super Monday Facebook Live? Sounds good? Come to Super Monday already prepared with your assessment to get the most out of the session so that you can ask me questions. Is that good or good? This strengths assessment is worth US $20 and it is only available for free in the month of April. It will review your top 7 realized strengths and unrealized strength, and your top 4 learned behavior and weaknesses. You do not want to miss this. And if you want to get the most out of the next Super Monday, instead of just listening, do your strengths assessment before you show up for our Super Monday. And I'm throwing in this free Facebook session so that you can understand how to interpret your strengths assessment, and then you can decide what are the specific action you want to take to empower yourself and to support your well-being. So if you want to have a link to this free strengths assessment, email us at superpactasia@gmail.com, or you can drop us a message on our Facebook page. This is Superpact with Joy Method Facebook page. If you are a business owner or a team manager, I want you to take advantage of me. Yes, get your whole team and get your company to do this free assessment. It is a limited time only. It's only available in the month of April. And then join me on the next Super Monday. You can even do a group debrief after that to discuss and to talk about each other's superpowers and how you can tap on it using this new powerful information moving forward. So don't miss it. Email us. Parents, I am not forgetting you. So this is a great uplifting activity to do together as well with your family. Join me and empower your family in a fun and meaningful way. So email us at superpactasia@gmail.com for the free strengths assessment link, or you can drop us a message on this Facebook page. So what have you learned so far? Comment and share. And even if you're not watching this live, please comment, share, and fully participate. So we've come to the end of our chat on character strengths. Let's summarize what we have discovered. Character strengths are the positive parts of your personality that impact your thinking, your feelings, and your behavior. Using your character strengths can help you to improve your relationship, buffer against, manage and overcome problems, enhance health and overall well-being. Welcome, Andrew. Workers and employees who use 4 or more of their character strengths at work have more positive work experiences, and they also report their work as a calling in life. Character strengths reflect the real you, which is who you are at the core. In this time of great uncertainty, your character strength, the positive part of your personality that impact how you think, how you feel, and how you behave, are also here to help guide you. All you need to do is to tap on these strengths. Learning something new is an effective way to manage stress. There are 4 ways for you to activate your character strengths, which is firstly, create social connections. Second, maintain healthy relationship. Third, try new hobbies. And 4, find the silver lining. I'm really excited, as I've shared earlier, about our upcoming Strongest Self in COVID-19 course that will be launched on the 12th of May. This is an 8 weeks course with weekly themes on strengths and well-being, where we will teach you how to activate your superpower habits with your flying cape on. So it consists of what I take clients through in a typical strengths development program, except that this is way more power-packed, because for the very first time, to support everyone in this pandemic, we are combining strengths development with well-being strategies, and because of that, it is a superpowered 2-in-1 program. If you're finding yourself feeling low more often than usual, and if you are a parent struggling to maintain your own well-being while still feeling confident about taking care of the well-being of your children, if you are a leader who is at a loss at how to maintain your employees' engagement and productivity in this new work from home environment, or if you are an entrepreneur who wants to lean further into your strengths while at the same time have well-being strategies already in place so that you can fully concentrate on how to thrive in your business in this new business environment, then this course is going to be exactly the training that you will need to maintain your well-being and your daily effectiveness so that you can continue to thrive, take care of yourself and the people under your care. Be Your Strongest Self course consists of practical and research-based positive psychology content. It has scientific skills for you to discover what are your strengths and to find out where is your level of well-being at the moment. It has a one-to-one strengths coaching session with me. It has a private Facebook group where you will learn and grow together with a small group of like-minded individuals. It has weekly Facebook Live where we will explore weekly themes for strengths and well-being. It has a mastermind group coaching call and a subscription site full of content beyond the course to support you to continue to learn and to thrive beyond the 2-month training. And for all of that, the launch price is going to be a fraction of the actual cost fee for the very first batch of Stronger Self, because I want to get started. I want to empower you. The group size will be small so that the quality remains high, and I make sure that I have enough time and energy to pay quality attention to each and everyone in the group. If you would like to be part of this first batch of Stronger Self, email us at superpactasia@gmail.com, or you can drop us a message on this Facebook, which is Superpact with Joy Method Facebook page. The time to show up as your strongest self has never been more urgent. So I really urge for you to consider and join us. If you're a business owner or a team leader and you want to take your team along with you in this Stronger Self journey, then I would recommend an exclusive Stronger Self training together for you and your team. Now that will be a definite edge against your competitors because you're using natural resources that is already innate in your team. Using and tapping on these inherent superpowers that's already in your team is definitely the way to combat this pandemic. So let's get you and your team started. So remember to like our Facebook page. We are healthy, well and connected, and better still, be our ambassadors. Join us on our Strengths and Joy podcast Facebook group and share what insights you have from our Facebook Live. Go to Facebook and search for Strengths and Joy Podcast Facebook group. Together, let's support each other's well-being. This is a special request that I have. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Superpact Joy Link, Superpact Joy Link. Thank you. So, the next Super Monday Facebook Live is going to be on the 20th of April, where we will talk about the Prevalent Strengths. Remember to email us to get the link for your free strengths assessment. That is also the day where we will be opening our Strengths and Joy podcast group officially. So make sure that you are in it already. Strengths and Joy podcast Facebook group. The next Facebook Live is Resilient Wednesday, this Wednesday on the 15th of April at 4 p.m. where we will talk about how choosing positivity as an attitude will support your resilience and well-being. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing up for yourself and for your well-being. Give yourself a pat on the back. So let's remain superpowered for the rest of the day. Now, remember to share this free COVID-19 well-being resource with others. Let's support one another's well-being. Leaving you with this for food for thought. Tough times don't last. Tough people do. People living strengths-based life, they go beyond. They thrive. In Strengths, we activate joy. Till the next Facebook Live, be healthy, be well, and stay connected. This is Joy.